All fell silent and intent were holding their faces. And whence Father Aeneas thus began from his tall couch. O Queen, you order me to remember to recall unspeakable pain. How the Greeks have overturned the Trojan wealth and the lamentable kingdom, and the most miserable things which I myself saw, and of which I was a great part. What soldier, Quizmeles, what soldier of the Myrmidons, of the Dolopians, or of harsh Achilles might refrain from tears in relating such things? And now humid night hastens from the sky, and setting stars persuade sleep. But if there is so great a love or a desire to know about our misfortunes, and briefly to hear about the last labor or death of Troy, although the mind shudders to remember, and declines with grief, I will begin. Broken in war and repulsed or repelled by the fates, driven back by the fates, the leaders of the Greeks, with so many years already slipping by, they build a horse equal to a mountain with the divine art of Pallas, and they weave the ribs or the flanks with cut fur. They simulate it, or they pretend it is an offering for a safe return, or they pretend an offering for a safe return. And this rumor spreads or wanders. Here, to this place, secretly, or in this place, they enclose, having chosen by lot, the chosen bodies of men in the blind side, and they fill the deep within the huge caverns and the belly with an armed soldier. There is in sight Tenedos, an island most well known by rumor, rich of wealth of Priam while the kingdoms were remaining. Now only a bay and a standing place, not at all trustworthy for ships. Having conveyed themselves to this place, they hide themselves on a deserted shore. We thought that they had gone away and had sought Mycenae by the wind, or with the wind. Therefore all of Troy relaxed or loosened itself from the long fear. The gates are opened, and it pleases to go and to see the Doric camps and the deserted places and the shore left behind. Here were the bands of the Dolopians. Here savage Achilles was pitching camp. Here a place for their ships there understood. Here they were accustomed to fight in a battle line. Apart are amazed and marvel at, apart are amazed at the deadly gift of, or maybe two, we talked about here, two unmarried Minerva. And they marvel at the mass of the horse. And first Thiometes encourages that it be led among the walls and be placed in the citadel, whether by a trick or now already, thus the fates of Troy were bearing or were carrying. But Capys and those of which there was those who had better judgment was what your book says to say, but those of which for the mind there was a better opinion is literally how it translates. Or they order to throw it, the tricks of the Greeks in the ocean, and to throw precipitare again, the suspicious gifts or the suspected gifts, and to burn them up with flames thrown down, or to drill a hole into the caves and to try the hiding places, into the caves of the belly. And to drill a hole into the caves of the belly and to try or to attempt the hiding places. And the uncertain common crowd is divided into opposing factions. Laocoon was the first before all, burning with a great crowd accompanying, ran down from the top of the citadel, and from a distance said, "Oh, miserable citizens, what so great insanity is for you, or is there to you? Do you believe that the enemy have been carried away? Or do you think that any gifts are of the Greeks are lacking in deceits? Thus is not Euclides well known?" Or say either Greeks, having been shut up, are hidden in this wood, or this machine has been built against our walls, about to look down on our homes and about to come from above to our city. Or some deceit lays hidden. Do not trust the horse, Teucrians. Whatever it is, I fear the Greeks, even bearing gifts. Thus, thus he spoke, and he hurled a huge spear with great strength into the side, and into the curved belly of the beast, with the belly curved with joints. You could say curvam, bending out in joints. That one, the weapon, stood trembling, and the hollow caves resounded with the belly having been struck, and they gave out a groan. And if the fates of the gods, if our mind understood, had not been foolish or improvident, had not been foolish, he would have persuaded us understood to tear open or to defile the Greek hiding places with the sword. And now Troy would stand, and the tall citadel of Priam you would remain.